Well, good morning. I hope you're doing well today. It is, I think it's August the 10th, 2025. It's a pretty miserable day outside today here in Terrace, British Columbia. The sun's trying to come through the clouds, but it's windy as hell. Hope you've all had a fantastic week. I really do appreciate you tuning in and seeing what's new and exciting and what's going on with the campaign series. Lots is going on, actually. So, we have bad news. The bad news is the proposed 2.04 update for JTCS has been delayed, unfortunately, due to scheduling errors, which means that it will be, it's now rescheduled until September the 18th, so basically a month away. That being said, I do have the opportunity to add some new West Front scenarios, which I'm working on right now. These aren't new, but they will be redone in the sense that I'll show you what I'm doing. So I'm doing some minor modifications to any guesses where we are. This is Malta. I do have a scenario that's already built based on this, but it was built a long time ago. I think it was built during the 1.01 update. Now, there was a whack load of new goodies in the 2.02 update for the British. So one thing that I'm doing, let me show you. So all these units here were basically added after or for 2.02. And what I'm doing is the general unit is infantry unit is this one. This is the most common unit in the game right now, which is a Rifle Platoon 30. So if you see a Rifle Platoon 30 in a 1940 scenario, they're using, it's an old scenario that hasn't been updated, basically. So what I'm doing with this particular scenario is updating the infantry in this scenario to be either some of these 42s, there's only a handful of 42s, but most of them are the 1941 version of the platoon or the 1940 version of the platoon. That will improve the quality of the British troops in my scenarios significantly by changing and using the right infantry. It's a very tedious process, so basically I'll show you just quickly how I've been doing that. And this might be useful for someone else that wants to upgrade their own units. So this is the organization file of this particular scenario that I'm working on. I can't load the scenario because I've made changes to this and I haven't changed the scenario file itself yet, but I'll show you what I'm doing. And you'll see that these are infantry. So before, this looked like this, 203. So that means that the 10th platoon with this unique ID had an old 1930 Rifle Platoon ID. I didn't want that. I wanted to have a more modern one because it's 1942 where this scenario takes place. I'd like to have some better infantry. So I went through this list, going through each of the companies and deciding, okay, which company and which infantry are going to be together. And if we look carefully here, we'll see that says 817. That is what this tells me which unit that this is unique ID is going to be calling. Hey Stipe, thanks for tuning in. I hope you're doing well today. I'm just giving a quick explanation about how things kind of work and what I'm doing for updating. So I'll do a quick start again just so we understand what's going on since you're here, Stipe. The 2.04 update has been delayed until September 18th for the simple reason that there is a scheduling error. There's too many things going on over at Slytherin, so we just decided instead of trying to rush it out, we'll just wait a month, do whatever we need to do, and get back on track. With that opportunity, I'm taking some time to revise 3 guaranteed West Front scenarios that I had made. One of them being Opera Zone C3, which is the invasion of Malta, 1942. I have Rommel and England, which is a size 9 scenario. after a successful sea lion, what's happened. There's some engagement there that I designed. So, additionally, there is Operation Sea Lion itself. Hey, Ingrid, thanks for tuning in. Hope you're doing well. And I think there was one other one, but I don't remember what it is off the top of my head. But anyways, what I'm doing is, since those scenarios were pretty old, I am updating them with, if we look into the organization of the British, for example, we'll see that there's a whole bunch of different infantry platoons. So in most cases, you're going to be playing with an infantry platoon, a rifle platoon dated 1930, which is fine. It works. There's nothing wrong with it. But I'm utilizing all these other additional units for this particular scenario. So I've included some 814, which are rifle platoon 40s, some 41s, and some 42s. Also added some additional troops to this particular scenario because I know it is a challenge. That being said, this is going to change the dynamic of this particular scenario for the British, because they were all using outdated platoons before. So I'm going and taking the time to go and replace them with proper platoons. And the easiest way for me to do that is by going through. So as I mentioned here, originally all the rifle platoons looked like this. It was 203. So it was the 1930 version. And I don't want that. So I went through and decided, all right, this company, or this whole battalion, for example, is going to use the 817 platoon, which is a 1941 platoon. And the major difference between the 1941 platoon and the 1930 platoon is there's a anti-tank rifle that's organic to that platoon, which makes it a lot more effective against light German tanks or armored cars or something like that. Little differences in firepower, little differences in how they move, just very subtle differences, but it is enough of a difference that it should impact gameplay 100%. As I mentioned, for this particular scenario, I am using the 40 version, the 41 version, and the 42 version. Everything is just going to be standard. There's no veterans, there's no greens. It's just a standard rifle platoon for now. And then, once I've decided this, then I have the tedious task of going into the scenario file, hunting down all those 203s, the 1930 platoon, and trying to find it, and then replacing based on the unique ID. So we can see here 3740 is the unique ID. Here's that unique ID there. We're going to go hunt it down, and we can see I decided that I chose it to be a 1941 platoon. So we will change that to 817. So you can see here how many more changes that I've already been doing this for like hours. How many more changes that I need to make in order to complete the conversion. And once that conversion is done, then I should be able to load it up into the scenario editor and make sure that it doesn't crash, it makes sense, etc. So, these new West Front scenarios will be included in the game, in the new update, as well as the new scenarios that we're including for the East Front as well. So, there's some exciting times going on for the World War II games that I never thought we'd actually ever see. So, that's a huge bonus. I'm going to close that because we don't need that. And obviously this is the map of Malta. This is a golden oldie that I had, and I'm just doing some minor updates onto it based on some additional mapping that I have. This is Malta 1942, which is really cool. The one thing that I was doing is I was changing some of the standardizations. For example, it's a little thing, but it's not important. Changing the black text for the hills to green, for example. And then doing any minor modifications to the roads or the villages where I've seen they had a little more like farms and things like that out in the countryside, as well as adding more stone walls, because you would be surprised how many stone walls there are on Malta. It's insane. It's insane. Which will provide more of a challenge for the Germans when they're landing. That being said, I will have to review the reinforcement schedule for the paratroopers and whatnot that are going to be landing on this island. It could be terrible. It could be quite terrible, actually. All right. I will continue doing this another time. But that's kind of what's going on right now with the campaign series. As for Cold War, I'm just going to close that. As for Cold War, I have been working on the... Sorry, I guess I should have cleared that before. I have been working on the unique IDs for the German platoons. And that means I've actually completed all these units, which is fantastic. And that, well, most of them anyways. All I have to do now is add the platoons, and we're done with the East Germans. So I'm going through adding the unique IDs, and then after that I'll start assigning weapon values, assigning graphics, assigning the bitmaps and stuff like that. So we're making progress. I'm happy with them, which is fantastic. Life is good. I just need more time in a day. If we look at the army, yeah, so here we can see I finished the army file. Everything is good to go. Same with the core, wherever the core is. Here's the core. And these organizations, I went all the way up to 1989. There's only subtle changes up to 89. After 85, there's only a few divisions that had changed, for example. But they're there. And if the equipment had changed where it was significant enough that it should have been redone, I did redo it. That's kind of fun and exciting. Stipe says those little details all add up to much appreciated quality of life. Yeah, for sure, right? And it's about keeping things interesting, and yeah, it takes a lot of time to do it, but I think the time is worth it in the end, especially if you're going to be playing them. That being said, that Malta scenario, if once I have the beta version ready, if someone wants to play it, let me know. I'm happy to play as the Brits, and someone can take on... Oh, I did add day and night to that. I haven't decided... Here, Stipe, you can tell me. What do you think? I start the scenario in the dark for the first handful of turns, and then it turns to daytime. Right now, I think that scenario is about 120 turns. I could make it longer or shorter or whatever, but how long do you think a day should be? Should we stick to the Vietnam days, or should we try and make it longer or shorter? What do you think? What are your suggestions? Vietnam day lengths are 40 turns for daytime and 20 turns for nighttime. That's what they are in Bin Long and Mekong. Maybe shorter durations, 20. Yeah, try it, see how it goes. 20 and 10 for days. I guess one thing I should do is take a look and see how long that operation should have actually lasted, what it was planned for, like what the... Actually, let's do that. Let's do that right now, since we can. There was no quick answer. Taking a quick look on a forum, but I don't see a quick answer, unfortunately. I assume it'd be a handful of days anyways, because I don't see that falling in like 24 hours, which is fair and interesting. All right, so let's go into Vietnam. I was thinking what we would do is we would play as a campaign the Dien Bien Phu scenarios. What do you guys think? Do you want to do that? I don't know if these are all French scenarios or what, but we can just play them right through based on what it is. Let's see. General Henry Navarre, sorry, I'm going to butcher that, commander of the CEFEO, decided to occupy Dien Bien Phu. He wanted to place troops astride the Laos invasion route and seek a major battle using the base aeroterrestre, whatever that is, as bait. On the morning of November 20th, 1953, the French paratroopers of the 6th Battalion de Parachutistes Coloniaux, 6th BPC, and the 2nd Battalion of the 1st Regiment of the Chasseurs Parachutistes landed on drop zones Natasha and Simone. Operation Castor's initial objective was to secure the old Japanese airfield with 65 C-47 transports and 12 C-119 flying boxcars. It is still required 2 trips, get the lead elements into the valley in the largest paradrop since World War II. The 6th BPC Battalion, led by the daring Major Bruno, quickly assembled and then secured DZ Natasha, while the 2nd 1st RCP Battalion ran into difficulties and they were largely misdropped and spread over a wide area. In addition, its mission was to protect the headquarters of Groupement Aéroport 1, Gap 1, slow down efforts to join the attack. Poor radio communications with other units and aircraft added to the overall ineffectiveness. 6 BPC collided with the Viet Minh 9 10th Battalion, 148th Regiment, which had been conducting field exercises with batteries of the 675th Heavy Regiment and 226th Combat Support Company. Fighting persisted until the afternoon, when the Viet Minh eventually withdrew southward, hiding in heavily overgrown terrain along the Nam Yuen River. All right, let's try it out. We are going to play side A. Everything on. recovered some morale. That's good. All right, the situation. We're occupying Dien Bien Phu. You wanted troops? Yeah. Friendly forces. The 6th BPC, sorry. And the 2nd Battalion of the 1st Regiment, yeah. We jump the first wave on Dien Bien Phu. It should be an easy mission. If you encounter much resistance, order a withdrawal to Laos. You judge the situation. 6th BCP drops on drop zone Natasha, and Brecht drops the parachutists at DG drop zone Simone, about 6 kilometers south. A third of the battalion will reinforce you later. Only hope for favorable weather. Alright, so get Natasha first, then the airfield. The forces are surrounded by Muang Than. By nightfall, we will be in a good position to control the valley. Alright, supply levels are low. And we have really good visibility. Let's see what happens. Turn 1. Oh, bad guys. Bad guys already. Oh, we're on the map already. Okay. Do we have reinforcements? We do not. And there's nothing I can really do right now because... Oh no, we can move our major. There's the airfield. Can't move them, can't move them, can't move them. They're disrupted, they're disrupted. They are not. Let's turn off the map labels. Okay, I guess that's it. It's crazy that there's troops all over the place already. Let's call this Dien Bien Phu 1. Everything is full strength. We don't have any air power. Oh, they're not happy still. There's a road. Oh, also not happy. So, full strength VM platoons. That's not good. Sappers. Oh, there's something there. What is that? See if we can kill it. Aha! We killed the leader right off the bat. That's good. Oh shit. That's... Oh, they just retreated. That's okay. I'm used to playing the campaign series now. I have my my fingers at the wrong shortcuts. Okay, so that's that. Do we have reinforcements? Oh shit, we do. Let's watch them come in. It's so cheesy, but I love it. They were scattered all over the place, eh? Oh, these guys landed way too close. Shit. Okay, here we go. Holy crap, where are they going? We saw some irregulars there. That's interesting. Where are those guys? Where are they? He's here. Some irregular troops, totally. Okay, let's send some happiness their way. Reduce them by 1. Reduce them by 3. That was a good hit. They were reduced again. Oh man, our parachutists are crazy powerful. Look at that. Wow. Oh man, these guys are way out in the middle of nowhere. Oh, that doesn't bode well. No damage at all. Oh, good. No damage. They're stuck. I'm surprised that mortar lived. Okay, I think we're done. Oh no, we're not done. I think it'd be wise to go up here. Follow the road, clear the road. Oh, or not. That's fine. Okay, that's it. Bada boom. Oh, we have more guys. Shit. Where are they? I want to make sure that we're not going to get smoked. Oh no! So apparently I didn't bring them on because I pressed cancel. Which is a useful thing, just for the record, in certain cases. I have a handful of play-by-email games going on right now. I'm playing Dash to St. Fifth against Sanford. He's kicking my ass. I'm playing as the Germans. I'm making progress, but it's very destructive. I'm losing a lot of Germans doing that. My infantry, my reinforcements haven't arrived yet. Now he has tanks, so that'll be a video to watch when I get her done. Also playing Holding the Bear at Damansk against Timothy, and that is a nightmare. I do have the Soviets, so I have some really good tanks, and they're very good at destroying Germans. Bruno, you're jumping next. Let's bring on those reinforcements. Oh, shit. Damn it. They're in my drop zone. You guys can move. Shit. So I need, before I can bring that stuff in, I need to clean out these buggers. Let's double time these guys. You guys can double time now. Ah, shit. Oh, we took a hit. It is reduced by 1. That's good. And I can't advance, so reduced by 1. There's a leader. Oh, let's shoot at that. And let's occupy the village. Ah, we got hit. They're out in the open, so they should take more. Yeah, they did take 1, so let's do it again. And they took another loss. Let's hit this one. Okay, this guy we can double time up the highway. These are okay. These are okay. That's not okay. So 10, 18. Let's highlight the... Yeah, 10, 18 is not safe. I can't bring someone on there just for the simple reason that I need to push these guys back. Otherwise, the same thing will happen as has happened at the beginning of the turn, where I brought in reinforcements, it landed, and it got eliminated straight away because the drop zone wasn't secure, so that was my own fault. I should have been paying attention, but I was not. We do have some support, which is good. We have some headquarters, which is also good. And then back here, I guess we can just keep trucking, come down the trail. What have you been playing lately, Stipe? Oh, can't move them. And cancel. Ah, bugger. I've also been playing Hell, or Yelna, Hell by any other name. I've been playing that with Tim. He's doing very well. With his assault, he has basically a Panzer Corps. It's 1941. He's advancing towards Yelna. I have a Soviet Rifle Corps, which is definitely not competitive, but I'm trying to have a whole bunch of delaying actions as much as I can, and hoping that my artillery, as soon as I get it in position, is going to start doing a number on his tanks. He's playing old modded subgame Silent Hunter 5 with Wolves of Steel mod pack. And what do the Wolves of Steel mod pack provide you? Also recently purchased the Vassal version of the Battlefield Vietnam. Oh, how's that? Oh, that was a good hit. Oh, that was also a good hit. Can we get in there? Nice. Hey, Tim, thanks for tuning in. Nice, lots of flavor to the game, still figuring out the rules. Define flavor for me. That's what I'm trying to add to the game. So if you could help out with that, letting me know what makes interesting flavor, that would be amazing. Okay, that's progress. Oh shit, that's not progress. We can't see the one that just fired at us, but we can see this one, so let's take it out. It's a mortar. There, we took out the mortar. We're engaged in a firefight. It's a card-driven game, so quite different. Let me think on that. Yeah, okay. But little things like that would help to make our games better, right? Maybe. I'm hoping. I think that's where the advantage of having the event system, where you can have some randomness in it, as well as different missions apart from just the usual go after this objective, blah blah blah. For example, in the game that we're doing with, or that I'm doing with Tim right now in Roslavel, even though the points say that I've won, when we rebuild that particular scenario, there's the situation that I'm in right now, there's no way that I would have won. It would be a draw at best, I think, because he's totally, really defended that so well. I never thought the Russians would last as long as they had been in that particular scenario. It's very impressive. It's pretty cool to see. I do recommend that scenario for anyone who likes big scenarios. It's a lot of infantry fighting, just fair warning, but it is fascinating because there's so many small tactical challenges throughout the entire scenario. Stipe says, for example, the soldier player cards, all of historic photos. I actually recognize some of the people in the photos of the soldiers with fake names, but they received permission to use their photos. Oh, that's nice. Yes, improvements were done, so it will change the whole dynamic of that particular scenario for sure, which is exciting. That's a good start. Shit. Double shit. I don't think it'll be hard to grab these objectives, which is nice. Oh, there's a sniper right there. Excellent. These French are actually really good. Oh, all those shots for nothing. Your mission names are historic, and that's what I would classify as flavor as well, for what it's worth. Ah, yeah, okay. That makes sense. So, obviously, there's limitations in that for Cold War. For World War II, that's a given, right? There's a lot of things that we could add that are going to add that historical flavor, and you know, most of my scenario designs are historically based anyways. For Cold War, that'll be a different beast for obvious reasons, but I'm still really thinking of the backstories and the reasons why you're fighting this battle and things like that. I think really will help with the immersion, I guess. These guys are totally scattered and useless. You guys, let's just double time you. Same with you guys. I think I have storylines for the 40s, 50s, and 60s now, so I'm still working on the 70s. Okay, this guy, he can come on now. Oh. Now, because he's beside this platoon, he probably took casualties, and all these are safe. Oh, what do we have here? Arvin. Oh, they didn't take casualties. I'm kind of surprised. So that's good. I don't think I have artillery. No. Let's end the turn. Come on. I would really like to design a single scenario for this entire thing. The problem is that it would be such a long scenario, and there would be a lot of times when it would be tediously just building your bases, right? You'd be building it for turns on end with not a lot of action. So I don't see, for me that would be interesting, but I don't see how that would be appealing for a lot of people. So I guess it made sense why David had broken this into just different scenarios, because there would be so much time where you're not doing anything. Let's see if we can do some shooting here. Oh, we got a hit. Kinda. Oh, killed whatever that was. Perfect. Do some leapfrogging. We didn't do any damage, though. Let's get in behind this sniper. Got lucky. We did not reduce it, but we made it run away. These guys are strong. Let's pull you guys back. Man, no shots. No shots hitting target. Oh, there we go, finally. Oh, finally. Man, that was rough. Excellent. Here's an idea. For friendly side casualties, you could add to the log, or probably better, sitrep, a casualty report section that lists the names and ranks of the KIA. Died bravely while following too damn low in his too damn low in his loach. You're mean. But that's a good idea, actually. For friendly side casualties, you could add to the log casualty report section that lists the names and ranks, etc. of the KIAs. Ah, interesting. You know what? That is so interesting. I'm going to write that down. I'm going to call this flavor. Flavor by Stipe. And command report. Yeah, they would have to be randomly generated. Or there would be a list of things that you, like, I'm sure there's a list that I could create somewhere within that script, and it would just pick one. Like, pick a rank and pick a name kind of a thing. Auto generate. KIA list for turn during significant combat. Rank. Name. You could do that in Lua. Yeah, exactly. That's kind of what I was thinking. Just a couple of tables inside Lua should be okay, I guess. It would be also interesting, I think, to somehow incorporate some sort of... I wish we could do it more on a local level. For example, if a unit had secured an objective, or a couple of objectives, or series of objectives, or had an X kill count or casualty count where they had caused X amount of casualties, their morale would boost. The problem right now is that that morale upgrade is done so that it affects everyone on the map, and I don't want that. I'd rather have it like to a battalion level or a company level, as opposed to everyone getting the bonus. I'm gonna write that down too. Morale boost, more granular. Those are some interesting ideas, Stipe. I really appreciate that. For longer scenarios, maybe some kind of promotion system for soldiers that survive some key heavy battle. Maybe halfway through the scenario they get some kind of performance boost. I'm not... The only way that I can think about that is through... it's through the morale boost. But again, right now it's only coded for... It's only coded for the entire organization, not just singular units. And I'm trying to think if it would be possible to incorporate some sort of, attack boost or something like that. Or, how about this for an idea? For example, for the longer term scenarios, what I could do is that, so that would be one thing that I do for Vietnam, or not Vietnam, for Bin Long type of a thing. None of your companies would start with a leader, for example. Your battalion would have a leader, but the companies themselves wouldn't have a leader. And what I can do is I can actually keep track of how many times, for example, that unit is shot at, how many times that unit shoots, how many times that unit actually performs a kill or whatever, right? Or how many times that unit is capturing an objective. So what you could do is that if after X amount of turns, or after X amount of units, a new commander would be allocated to that particular company. It would probably have to fly in, so it wouldn't be able to generate... maybe. It could probably be reinforced based on the location of that company. The other thing that I would like to do is incorporate some replacement platoons, aka squads, so that in those long campaigns, and we've seen that, the platoons get whittled down to almost nothing. So it'd be nice to have at least maybe 1 or 2 SPs worth of replacements which would be coming on in the future, or sorry, yeah, halfway through the campaign or near the end of the campaign or something like that, where you could fly that company back to the base, get those replacements, add them to whatever platoon that you want within that company, and you're golden. New commander idea is good, and then have replacements be unless FNGs with lower skills buff up. The merge command is pretty cool. I think that's super awesome. I love that new feature. Again, there's, things that you have to be concerned with it, but generally it's a really good idea. Able to name members in squads is always fun. Yeah, I don't know how to do that unless you manually edit the file. But that would be one way in a longer campaign to reward that particular company, is by giving them a commander, because that would boost their morale. That would also boost the capabilities in firing. Not for everyone, but at least whoever is with that commander. That might be a good idea. I don't know how you would incorporate like medals or something, apart from a note. I don't know how you'd incorporate medals or something like that. Just to gain those extra stats. That would be, I don't know. But a commander. Add commander as a bonus. I'm going to write that down too. Man, good discussions today. Add commander as bonus for longer scenarios. And then I'd have to figure out how to keep track of that in Lua. Hopefully Copilot can help me with that. You'd have to edit the GUI for that. Yeah, obviously that would... and that might be something that happens later on. I'm not going to promise you that, because I don't know what is involved in the work and all that stuff. But at least the stuff that I'm suggesting, at least I know I can do, right? Which is good. Okay. Interesting conversation. You guys are going to have a bad day, so let's start firing. Oh, that got reduced in half. Wow. That didn't take any hits. Oh, they both got reduced in half, because they're out to open terrain, right? And then these are A-class paratroopers. They're veterans. So that got reduced in half. Let's try to assault it. Oh, I can't assault it, because there's a river there. Gosh darn it. Okay, well, let's just fire. Annihilated. Damn. So we can't tell the damage that we did there. That's okay. Huh. Oh, they got reduced. Reduced in half. These guys we can double time down the road. I think that southern sector is fairly secure now, at least so far. A nice buff would be for an officer to improve chances for an airstrike and artillery strike for lower miss rates to emulate improved field. Yeah, exactly. That is something that I've been trying to figure out as well. That's a brilliant idea. Leader in LOS provides improved targeting. For artillery. Hey, Schlons, good to see you. And airstrikes. Maybe an officer needs to be near a certain number of successful artillery for that to trigger. Yeah, I think you can't just have... It would make sense. Or if there was a way to assign action points to that. It's like, okay, so I'm going to plot artillery here, but the officer that's close by, I'm going to spend 50 action points to make sure that it hits this target. That might be something. That would be a new feature, obviously. So you're not getting the bonus for free, right? Man, there's more guys coming. Just make sure there's no objectives down here. No, there's not. It's just these ones here that are main objectives. Ah, disrupted. Also disrupted. Okay, bada boom. You're not far away in Venezia. Ah, we got some damage. Oh, we lost a whole bunch of guys. That sucked. Oh, nice. What are you doing in Rome, Schlons? Holy shit. Due to your casualty rate having reached 5% of the... We've lost 50 event points. Oh, that's mean. That is mean. New scanners for the Pope. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, these guys, we need to do some damage. So it I'm going to do is I'm going to run these guys away. Oh, shit. No! So you could say you're providing the Pope some visionary help. Oh my god, that was terrible. Hilarious, though. Oh, that's a good sign. No kidding, that'll be remembered. That's awesome. As a recovering Catholic, he needs all the help he can get. Ah, perfect. That makes me happy. The young people seem to dig the new Pope. Come on. Come on. Alright, these guys are going to have a bad day. We need some support. Actually going to retreat from that position because they're going to come and take it, so there's no... Oh, these guys got screwed. Alright, thanks for tuning in, Schlons. Hope you have an awesome day. These Germans' progress is going really well, just FYI. Come on, really? Nope. We're going to send these two parachute companies, or platoons, to go deal with that mortar on the hill. Take care, Schlons. Thanks again for tuning in. I really appreciate it. Sure wish I had some artillery. Alright, there we go. Shoot back. Thank you. Oh, these guys are getting slaughtered. That's not good. Ooh. Don't get too comfortable only securing the airfield in town. We must kill or capture as many Viet Minh and weapons as possible. Cut off the escape paths and put the fear of God into them. Yes, we're trying. Oh, that's definitely a good start. Okay, you guys, run away. You guys also run away. Oh, the nice thing about these A-class units is they can move really far, really fast. That's what my brain sounds like on drugs. That pop-up window with that image and text would be great for a personalized soldier commander item. Then if the die, get promoted, etc. would be added to... Oh yeah, that is a good idea. Yes, indeed. Alright, so we are in a good position here. Freaking mortars in there that we can't see. There they are. Ah, they caused us casualties, the bastards. You guys aren't happy. Let's run away. You guys can be aggressive. Oh, nice. This is overstacked, so let's do a number on it, hopefully. Or not, that's okay. Oh, there we go. Nice. Okay, we did some damage, but not really enough. I'll reduce that by 1. Some mortars. No joy. Also no joy. Alright, mortars, let's just pound that hex. hopefully deal with that mortar next turn. Oh, these guys have recovered. Got some eyes over there just to see what's coming. Everyone in the south has moved. All right. Oh, I can't cross that. Oh, we got rid of those mortars. Nice. And we have some supporting troops. Can't move them. And the turn. Look at them all. There's so many of them. Yes, really good ideas from Stipe. Absolutely. Let's assault this. We should be able to take that. Oh, no. There's a headquarters. Let's see. Assault it. The loss of the 140. Oh, we found the regimental headquarters. Yes! Perfect. Oh, damn. That sucked. They're out of ammo. Can't use them. They're almost dead. We soften that. Oh, no. Let's try to assault. That was a good assault. We did take someone out. Let's do another assault. Perfect. These guys are totally not happy. You guys can double time. I love how fast these French move. It's crazy. You guys cannot double time. You didn't recover. Well, you guys can double time, but I have to reduce the amount. So that's only 12 strength points to get the maximum movement. That's pretty good. You guys can do the same. I don't think there's going to be anything in the south there anymore. It's going to be all action in the north, which is fine, but I think... Ah, I misclicked, damn it. Let's pull you back then, because we don't want that. These armor are not as good. Oh, nice. Come on. Oh, we got one. Firefight. That's down to one. Oh, there we go. Let's assault this. Overrun that. Send some happiness. Ah, frick. Huh, that sucked. There we go. That takes care of that. Only one more objective to secure, which is good, but we still have to go hunt down all these bad guys. So let's do that. This rifle. Whoa, we took a hit. 10%. We lost 100 event points. Come on, good hit. Oh, nothing. Oh yeah, for sure. 10% is traditionally heavy casualties. I totally agree with that. Oh, damn it. I'm gonna smoke myself. Because I think that's wise with all that frickin' firepower streaming in. Oh, I ran out of shots. Damn it. And that's why the American Civil War freaked out the world. Yeah, a lot of casualties in that, that's for sure. Okay, we can capture this. Although they didn't learn very well from the Civil War because they went into World War I and damn the casualties. Oh, why can't I go in there? Ah, they're not happy. Yeah, always fight the last war. That never changes, though. Sorry for the chainsaw if you can hear it. I don't know if you can hear it or not, but I can hear it. I have the window open today for some fresh air. With that chainsaw sound in the background, I'm glad I don't live in Texas. Haha, that was terrible. Okay, we can just swing these guys around. Alright. Magic. And the turn. Ah, freaking heck. Ah, took a hit. Oh, they survived. They did not. Look at that, they got slaughtered. But they're still at it. Let's try... Oh, no. Never mind. I was going to say let's try to assault that, but that's not going to work. Let's use the heavy weapons first. Oh, that's a good hit. I'm gonna smoke this now. No. What? Wait, just 1 second. How's the sit rep? I'm afraid to look. That's a good question, though. Let's take a look. Let's take a look. I've already suffered at least 10% casualties because I got nailed for that. Let's see. Oh, we're just squeaking a major victory. Just squeaking it. Well, that's good. They did gain event points. We have objective points. That's good. Just barely. So let's just continue firing. These guys can fire. And then let's smoke these guys. Safety first, right? Although we've pretty much decimated the bad guys. Oh, that was a good shot. That was a good shot. Man, I had a bunch of good shots there. Okay, these guys are down to 1 strength point. Let's pull them back. We don't need for them to die. That got reduced. That's down to a squad. Now we reduced it in half to half a squad. That did not get reduced. Let's see if we can bring some reinforcements up here. Oh, there's a freaking sapper platoon there. Oh, no. It's full strength, too. We have mortars. There we go. Okay, let's go chase it. French are insane. So much firepower. There we go. We wiped that whole platoon out. Okay, let's go chasing that recoilless rifle. Oh, there's a headquarters too. Excellent. Which we reduced by 1. Let's double time these French paras. I think we can just leave the headquarters there. We don't need to move them anymore. And that'll bring our supply situation hopefully back up. That guy's been disrupted the whole entire game. Okay, Let's see what we have for artillery. Some mortars. Let's move you guys also into the smoke techs. We'll leave an opportunity fire, because why not? Let's go hunt down that sniper. It's down to one. How about this sniper? Still 2 strength points. Oh, it moved just out of line of sight. So let's try and move into here. And this will give us, since we're on this little ridge here, we'll be able to see everything. And since it's a 75mm recoilless rifle, it should be pretty decent at distance. Let's take a look. Yeah. So it'll shoot fairly effectively out to 11 hexes, which is pretty good. I learned that the hard way in Middle East. Freaking those recoilless, or even in that last scenario that we played in Viet Minh, the Viet Minh forest. That one freaking recoilless rifle the VC had took out, I don't even know how many troops of mine. It was insane. Totally insane. Now, if I was smart, I would have smoked it out, but I'm not smart, so. Alright, save it, end it. So, for those that are just tuning in, as a reminder, the JTCS 2.04 will not be available until September 18th due to scheduling errors or delays at Slytherin. So that gives us opportunity to add some additional things, which I'm going to incorporate. Some of my large classic West Front scenarios. Those include, with tweaks and modifications, Rommel in England, Operation Sea Lion, Operation C3, and the Battle of Tobruk, which is kind of fun and exciting. Those are all intended to be played against the human, fair warning. They're not going to be designed for, I mean, you could try and play it, but they're not designed for that. Yeah. Ooh, we're making progress. Nice. Okay, let's... these guys are not happy. Let's advance. Let's do some firing. And let's see if our Arvin parachutists can assault that. Which they cannot. Well, that was a nice surprise. Oh, excellent. Let's try to assault that. Hello. There we go. That's encouraging. We should be able to assault this. Okay, that clears that up. Ah, no joy. We reduced it by 1. See, those freaking things are insane. Oh, nice shot. Our heavy calibers. Oh, we took out both the snipers. Booyah. Okay. Just this left. Ah, can't do it. Oh, it ran away. Nice. I don't have anything that can see it, though. Oh, I do. Okay. Let's call in some artillery. Nope. Just in case. That would trigger a morale boost. Yeah, it totally would. You're right. So what we're going to do is we're going to spread out just to make sure that there are no other bad guys around. We're going to leave them there. Put them in the town. Let's put them in the town. Secure the objectives. And we're done. So what we're going to do is play through these Dien Bien Phu scenarios just to play like a little campaign. They're not designed as a campaign, but just to play them as a campaign. We'll play them in order. Let's overrun that, hopefully. There we go. Secure that northern flank. We'll put you guys on the western flank there. Let's go hunting. I don't know if there's anything here because I didn't design the scenario, so we're just going out for a stroll. Get line of sight. Let's double time these guys. Yeah, no. Maybe there's nothing. Let's end the turn. I think that's it. Oh, shit. Oh, there's mortars. Excellent. Okay, so we only have 2 turns to get them. There's no way. I can get 1, maybe. I don't think we're going to get more than that. Can the mortars hit? Oh, nice. No. Yes. No. Damn. Well, let's go for a run this way too then. Huh. Interesting. Oh, look at that. There's something else. What's this? Bikes. And a leader. Which we killed. Nice. Let's double time down the road. let's see if we can kill these mortars. Nice. Wish I had an airstrike. Okay, I think that's it. Ooh, there's another headquarters. Nice. There's another mortar. What the hell hit me? Was that? Oh, it totally was. And it's the last turn. There's no way that I can do anything about that. And I can't grab it. Damn it. Didn't do it. Oh, there's wagons. Ah, we took a loss. Damn it. Oh well. Okay, that's the end of it. Let's see what happens. Time limit reached. How'd we do? Okay, we did get a major victory. We suffered a bit of losses, but not nearly as bad as side B, which is good. We got some event points. We got all the objectives. Yeah, we did good. Nice. Okay, let's load up number 2, see what we're gonna get into. A chaotic night. Let's see. After the Viet Minh 79th Battalion swept through the Dien Bien area and stormed the Catholic Church, French reinforcements began to arrive. An armored squadron of the 1st Regiment Chasseurs de Cheval and Vietnamese infantry company, part of a hastily formed Force d'Intervention, which was roughly battalion size. It looks like we have to play side B, so we're going to be playing the Viet Minh in this one. Through the night, chaos reigned supreme. Catholic militia of the Fat... This is the right one. Oh no, that's the wrong thing. I was like, wait a second, this doesn't make sense. But we are playing side B anyways. Yeah, thank you for that. I appreciate that. The French established Dien Bien Phu as a base aero terrestre, so I'm not even going to bother with that, to invite attack on an impregnable fortress to destroy a large Viet Minh force in a decisive battle. However, during the time between a parachute landing on the November 20th, 1953 and early March 1954, the Viet Minh brought in 4 divisions to surround the French forces and massed the artillery of Heavy Division 351, Viet Minh 105, and 75mm howitzers were placed in solid casemates positioned on the slopes overlooking the valley, with direct line of sight to French defensive targets. The first Viet Minh objective was the siege was to overrun strong point Beatrice. The Vietnamese called it Him Lam. Employing the best French troops available, the Foreign Legion 3rd Battalion, 13th Demi Brigade defended Beatrice. 2 Viet Minh regiments, the 141st, 209th, had assembled for the attack in the afternoon of March 13th, 1954. At 1700, artillery opened fire on Beatrice. Shelling killed the French battalion commander and the colonel commanding Group Mobile 9. At dark, Viet Minh infantry began the assault. Their losses were high as the French infantry poured fire into the attackers, but the Viet Minh cut through the barbed wire entanglements and continued firing and attacking. As the Vietnamese soldiers fell, more kept coming. They completely surrounded the strong point and entered the northeast defenses. They as our attacks continued, and at 22:30 they had completely annihilated the center. By midnight, the last French radio message requesting artillery fire directly on the command post. Only 100-odd French survivors managed to escape into a nearby jungle for the remainder of the night. So, yeah, I think we are playing side B, which means we're playing the Viet Minh, and it sounds like we're going to be attacking a massive fortification. So, let's check this out. Yeah, this would be better suited to a link campaign than a DCG. And we don't do DCGs anymore anyways. So we are side B. Again, we're playing with all options on, with the exception of variable visibility. I'm expecting this to be at night, but I don't know. All right. Strong Point Beatrice has the best French troops available. Foreign Legion, 3rd Battalion, yada yada yada. Friendly forces, we have some regiments and artillery. Excellent. The Foreign Legion Battalion is supported by 120mm mortars and 12 howitzers, as well as 4 155mm howitzers. The mission, Him Land, is defended by a reinforced battalion of the 13th Legionnaire Regiment, considered the most seasoned combat troops. We built solid artillery positions and casemates to withstand enemy cannons. They are on the hillside, sighted on enemy positions for direct fire. The combat hour has struck, with affection and determination to win. Position mortars, the 60 and 82mm, near ridges and locations for direct fire on Him Land after dark. Before dark, avoid positions in enemy sight and exposure to their indirect fire. Engineers can make light bridges over Nam Yuen for easier movement. No political considerations. The ammo levels are pretty consistent, and weather is very good. It's 20 hexes of visibility. So, obviously, the first thing that we want to do is make sure that we're not going to be playing the Viet Minh. You don't want to attack during the daytime because it's mostly suicidal. What does that mean? We want to see when daytime is, or nighttime is. So we're going to go to the scenario information, and night starts at turn 11. We want to avoid as much direct conflict, or what's the word? Direct action during the day as we can. Otherwise, we're going to get slaughtered. Our troops are not good for that. But we can do some prep stuff. And if we look carefully, it's just this. This is our main objective. Interested in seeing how side B is played. Mostly end up playing side A. Well, this might not be a good thing, but we'll see. All I'm going to do for side B is move up my troops, try and figure out where the front lines are, try and keep my companies together. Our goal, obviously, is to capture this location. And I'm going to assume, I noticed that I don't have, oh no, I do, never mind. We're looking here, let's just zoom in. So there's a ford, there's another ford. I can build a bridge. I have engineer platoons, so I can build bridges wherever I want. And this here might be a good location to build a bridge. I don't want to be crossing right in front of all this direct fire, so we definitely want to avoid that. So let's highlight our engineering units, seeing where they are. So they're there. There's one back there. There's some up here. There's some back there. And there's a bunch. Now, some of these engineering units have a 16 assault, which is insane. That's usually double what any of the French or anything like that would be at this time, right? So it's huge numbers that we're dealing with, where, typical rifle platoon is only 5. Which means we want to save these engineers for the final assaults into Beatrice. But first things first, I want to stay at a line of fire. And we want to make sure that this is covered. So we're going to start swinging these guys around. Shit. I didn't even see where that came from. Where did that come from? Oh, way the hell over there. Move the machine guns down just to get some better line of sight. These guys we can dig in. I don't think we can get more spotted. No, we're not. So I'm going to dig in here. I'm going to dig in here. A good rule of thumb for the Viet Minh or Russians or anything like that. If you're not doing anything, at least dig in. Shit. Okay, so we're just gaining line of sight. Exactly. That's exactly right. When in doubt, dig a hole. Gonna dig in here. We're gonna dig in here. The mortars can't dig in. You guys will also dig in. The other thing too is if we retreat into these hexes, it'll help recover faster because they are I'm advancing the mortars. I just want to get them closer just for this turn. Oh, direct fire 105s. Booyah! I'd say that makes me sad, but no, that doesn't make me sad at all. So these guns have direct line of sight onto Beatrice, which is amazing. I'm going to leave them with opportunity fire, except I'm going to do one shot for each gun. So they do have a chance to do opportunity fire. Do we have more artillery? Where are you? Okay. Let's see. Let's see what happens. I'm curious. Or terrified. This is Dien Bien Phu 2. Dien Bien Phu 02. Let's see what the French do. Comrades of the Dien Bien Phu front, Himlan is defended by a reinforced battalion of the 13th Legionnaire Regiment, considered the most seasoned combat troops. So we're doing that. This is part of the preview. Engineers can make light bridges. Yes. We built solid artillery positions. Yes. The combat hour has struck with affection. Yes. So we're probably not going to see a lot of results. Oh, shit, we're over 2 hours. We'll wait for the artillery, then we'll save it, and we'll continue this next Sunday. Thanks, Tim, I appreciate that. Oh, we took something out, whatever that was. So our overall plan, just for the record, is to build some bridges, and then eventually, as soon as darkness comes, try and isolate that entire Beatrice position, and then start assaulting it. So what I'm going to do is envelop it, which means we need to go towards this D1 location to make sure that we have Beatrice surrounded. If Beatrice is surrounded, that means all the troops inside of it will be isolated, which reduces their effectiveness and makes trying to assault them and attack them is so much better. But the preparation for that is, the first 10 turns, we're going to be just pounding the crap out of it, as well as doing some maneuvering where I can take certain positions that I need for when nighttime comes, that we can be very offensive very quickly. Because at that point, we'll only have 16 turns to complete the scenario. We don't want to be exposing our troops during the daytime, as little as possible, because the French, as you saw in the last scenario, they have amazing firepower. We'll just get slaughtered. We have a lot of troops, but we don't want to be losing everything, right? Alright, so I'm going to save it, and we will continue that next Sunday. Huge thank you to those that tuned in. I really appreciate it. I am very grateful for that, so thank you. Thank you for tuning in. Huge thank you to the Patreons. Huge thank you to the donators. Thanks to those that offer their time and help out. It is phenomenal and really does help everything. It really does. I do this twice a week, Wednesday night at 6 p.m. Pacific, as well as 10 a.m. on Sunday. also Pacific, and I do it for a couple hours. This is a good chance to get to know the campaign series. If you have questions about it or things that you would like to see in the future, this is a good location for that as well. Bill will be in the mail. Thanks for your support, Stipe. I appreciate it. All right, and on that note, take care, smile always, and talk to you soon.